Thank you for joining us this week. I'd like to introduce to you our new vicar for this coming school year, 2022 and 23. It's Vicar Ryan Henning. And welcome, Vicar Henning, to our midst, to our congregation at Living Water here in Oshkosh. I know you've only been here for about a week and a half now, but what are some of your first impressions of the area? Are you from this area?
I have lived in Wisconsin previously and now again, but I am not very familiar with Oshkosh. I know Kate and I are glad to still be close to a lake. She loves the water, and it seems like there's a lot of exciting things to do in town, a diverse group of people, and we are excited to do ministry here.
Oh, good. No, we're glad to welcome you to this area. We call you a vicar. Do you want to explain to our listeners exactly what is the vicar, your length of time that you're going to be with us?
Yeah, I have completed 2 years of study to be a pastor at our seminary, the training school for our pastors. And now I get a chance to put what I've learned into practice. I am your student for a year. For this year, I will be learning under you, observing what happens at Living Water and getting to participate in some of those things, in leading and teaching and growing in faith with the people here. And then I will return for my senior year to finish my studies to be a full-time pastor.
Good. No, we're excited to have you, and hopefully with your learning by observing, and I probably learned just as much, if not more, from you vicars. What a joy it is and privilege that our congregation has to help train a future called worker. You mentioned that you lived in Wisconsin. Why don't you give me just a little bit of a background of where you've been, a quick bio of you and Kate?
Absolutely. I was born in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. I am the fourth of 5 kids. We were all born in the Appleton, Two Rivers area, where my dad first served as a pastor. When I was 3, we moved to Northwest Ohio, a little town called Genera, and he served there for 9 years. And then we moved to Lincoln, Nebraska. And after I graduated from Nebraska Lutheran High School in 2013, the family moved to New Ulm, Minnesota, where I would be attending college, where my dad grew up. My oldest siblings still live in Ohio, and my middle and youngest sibling live out in South Dakota, near where my dad is serving now. And Kate grew up in Port Washington, Wisconsin, and she went to grade school there, attended Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School, and she also came to MLC. We both got elementary education degrees, and I taught for a year before studying to be a pastor. She taught for 2 years at the same school while I was doing my pastor studies, and then she taught for a year in a school in Milwaukee. And now she is getting a master's in clinical mental health counseling.
Sounds like she's going to be busy, just as you're going to be busy this coming year. Where did you teach? You said you taught for a year?
Yes, we both taught at Trinity Belle Plaine, Minnesota. I taught 5th and 6th grade and music, directed our junior choir, and she taught preschool.
You mentioned that Kate likes or enjoys water, glad that you're by Lake Winnebago. What are some other hobbies that you two have?
We are both very much into music. I have been playing keyboard since I was 6. She has since she was 5. So I play piano and organ. She plays piano. She also plays oboe, clarinet, percussion, and just about anything she can get her hands on. We also very much enjoy theater. She has done a lot of theater performance, more than I have, and we like to go see live, especially musicals. And then we have a corgi puppy. She is over a year and a half old, our corgi Eleanor, and she keeps us plenty busy playing.
take some of your time training a dog, and especially a puppy. And with the Performing Arts Center up in Appleton, hopefully you'll get some time to go up there. I won't work you too hard so that you and Kate will have time to go up there and see some of the plays. You mentioned again, and you'll be with us for 12 months, until July of next year. What are some of your goals that you would like to accomplish this coming year, or what areas of ministry would you really like to maybe emphasize and grow in this coming year?
I'm excited for what we've talked about outreach already. I haven't had a lot of experiences in connecting with people outside of the schools and churches that I've attended. I haven't met a lot of people that aren't part of our church body. So reaching out to those who are unchurched, those who are in need, is something I definitely want to learn. I've excelled in book learning, and I know that I can improve in critical thinking, problem-solving skills. So kind of seeing the situation and coming up with new ideas of how we can approach different challenges, along with applying God's word to people's real lives. I have read the Bible and studied for years, and now I get to see how those truths that I know do apply to people in their real life situations.
And what a blessing and actually a privilege that is for both of us. As you said, there's the book knowledge, and there's also the street smartness. And hopefully that's what I can give you this coming year, that opportunity to meet not only the members of the congregation, but like you said, to meet people in our community, and just to share that love that Christ had for us in giving his life for us in salvation. And yes, you'll get to know the DNA of our congregation, why we do things a certain way, get to know the culture, and just to prepare you, for that future calling that you will receive in the Lord's kingdom. As I think of this year too, I am looking forward to those opportunities to work with you, and you will be seeing him on our devotions that we do on our webpage. You'll be looking at some of his written material too, as he shares the devotions, as he reaches out to our members. He will be on his first sermon, and at times he's quite professional, but let's cut him some slack, because once in a while when you're in a new area, new church, maybe like our members are expecting so much. But this year we'll give him time to polish those rough edges and to go back again to the seminary, to learn from his classmates and what they've done, and the opportunity to prepare yourself to be that servant in God's kingdom. So welcome again to Kate and to you. Look forward to using both of your talents, your God-given talents, to serve here at Living Water and in Oshkosh. So welcome.
Thank you.